We were in Kustanai for about 6 weeks in 2002, and we were in Almaty for about a week and a half, I think. Okay. We brought him in at 14 months, and he pretty much has lived his entire life here. 5-6 years ago, he made a decision to undergo a transition. He wanted to identify as a male, although he was still interested in men, romantically. So it wasn't like a complete transition. And that's when he became Дэвин. He was Diana and became Дэвin. I was surprised but supportive. I mean, he described it very honestly and very sincerely. So I didn't think it was just some passing fad. All of his friends here were super supportive. I don't think he's ever been challenged or hassled on that front, ever. He was always a great visual artist. This is the one that won the big national award. How old can you be? What kind of risk are you taking with medical conditions that kids might have? How much do they legitimately, like Kazakhstan, have a concern about where, what's happening with kids and being able to track them?
Oh, cool. Where did he get it?
We got that when we were in Kazakhstan. He was very proud of his Kazakh heritage. He'd have no hesitation in being able to inform anybody who said, where the heck's Kazakhstan,
Did he had a connection with his biological mother?
No, that was a kind of an option. We have some friends who tried to pursue that. He was never very interested in it. His mother.
Oh, she's not here, right?
Yeah. He always had an awareness of a vague awareness of who she was. We could speak to her, what her name was, and things like that to him. And so we always sort of taught him to respect and celebrate that. He had developed some challenges. I mean, to be honest with you, he had developed some behavioral challenges. There were some difficulties he had in controlling behavior. We'd had him in clinical environments to work on that, inpatient a couple times. I think part of this had to do with he developed a little bit of well, more than a crush. He had a bit of a love there, and it didn't work out. And I think it was very distressing for him.
Crush in girl, you mean? In boy, you mean?
Yes, he also felt a lot of pressure about going into his senior year in high school. A room that has a view to the ocean. It's not too bad.
Really?
Yeah. The night this all happened, this night started off very positively. He and I worked on cleaning out his room. We worked on putting together a list of all the things he wanted to get done in the couple days before school started. And then by later that night, it was obvious he was in a very dark place. We tried to talk him out of it, but he can't be with somebody. We can't be with somebody 24 hours. And he took his own life. Is that clear enough? I mean, he terminated his own life. Oh. He committed suicide. Did you say if I had one thing I could say to him now?
Yes.
Well, two things. One is, why couldn't you just work it out? And did you realize how much support you had? I mean, when we had his memorial service, there were like hundreds and hundreds of people there.